Okay, guys, Devo for the day. I want to come from chapter 32 of Genesis, starting in verse 9. And it says, "And Jacob said, O God of my father Abraham and God of my father Isaac, O Lord, who said to me, Return to your country and to your kindred, and I will do you good. I am not worthy of the least of all the steadfast love and all the faithfulness that you have shown to your servant. For with only my staff I crossed the Jordan, and now I have become two companies. Deliver me, please, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I am afraid of him. He may come and kill us all, the mothers with the children. Yet you have said, I will surely do you good, and make your offspring as the sand of the sea, which cannot be counted because of their number." So here is a prayer from Jacob. He's going back to the land where his brother Esau is, right? Where his family lives. He's going back there. And his brother Esau is coming with like a ton of people. A lot of people, a lot of his men are coming. Esau is coming with a whole bunch of his men to where Jacob is. And he gets wind of this. He finds out about this, and he is scared because the last time he saw Esau, Esau was going to kill him. We saw that before. Jacob had stolen his birthright and his blessing. It's ridiculous, right? What Jacob did to Esau. And I really don't like Esau, but he is a hard worker, if nothing else, right? I like to think of him as like the businessman of the Old Testament, right? He really was a self-made man. He went from rags to riches, right? He took what he could, and he just went from there, right? He went to Laban's establishment, right, his uncle's place, with just pretty much just his clothes on his back, and he was able to come out of there with a huge number of servants. I mean, he was really a wheeler and dealer. Jacob was, right? And now he's making this prayer to God. This is Hail Mary prayer because now all the stuff, all the junk that he did, it seems like it's coming to a head, and he doesn't know what to do. He is in a bind. He has no idea how he's going to get out of this. He's been able to work. He's been able to kind of sneak his way through all these other problems and issues, right? But this time it seems like he just doesn't know what to do, right? He can't go back to Laban's place because Laban kicked him out. I mean, he ran away from Laban, and Laban said, "Don't come back." Okay, and so he can't go back to Laban. He has to go forth to Esau. So he's like, I'm in between a rock and a hard place. What am I gonna do? And so he makes this prayer, right? This prayer just to God, pleading to God, telling God about all the things that that God promised Jacob. And I really don't like that Jacob did this. I mean, it's a Hail Mary prayer, but then I start to realize I'm kind of like Jacob in this way. Not a business guy necessarily, but you know, sometimes I do stupid junk, and I mess up and I screw up. I don't really acknowledge God when I make certain choices and make certain decisions, right? I do all this stuff on my own. I can make it through on my own. I think I can, right? I can do this, I can do that, and I don't really need God to kind of be in this situation. I'll take care of it myself. But then there's times when I'm between a rock and a hard place, right? And I make a Hail Mary prayer to God, and I remind him, "Oh Lord, remember that I'm a Christian, right? I'm a son of the Most High God, right? I'm a brother to Jesus, right?" You know, I say all those things trying to push God to do something for me, right? To push God to make a way for me. And if I had been listening to him all this time, I wouldn't be in this situation in the first place, right? Can't we all do that? Can we all just do our own thing, and then when we get into a super bind, we're like, "Oh Lord," right? "Father of heaven and earth," right? "Could you get me out of this situation?" And you know, the wonderful thing about God is that He is gracious to us. He is gracious to us. And a lot of times He will get us out of that situation. Will there be consequences? Sometimes there are. Sometimes there are. And we have to understand that. But sometimes God's like, "I'm going to just get you through this. I'm going to get you through this." And He does that for Jacob in this situation. God answers Jacob's prayer. And we see that later on that he actually fights with an angel of God, right? He gets his hip dislocated. He walks with a limp. But that was a reminder that God was with him, right? God does answer our prayers, right? But we should avoid all these Hail Mary prayers, right? We should be consistently asking God every day, every moment, what I should be doing, right? Don't just make decisions on your own. Live for God. Don't try to do it your own way. So that's the Devo for the day.